What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Going to be playing a game on PTCGO today, and today I've got Alex Schemanske's 5th place deck from the Latin American International Championships. This is Buzzwole Lycanroc Alolan Ninetales GX. Super cool list we got to show off today. Very cool deck. It's definitely more in my wheelhouse than some of the Zoroark decks that also did well at the Latin American International Championship. So I'm excited to show this deck off. Excited that, Buzzwole's got some new tricks up its sleeve. There's a bunch of sweet things about this deck. Also, just the fact that this list plays 4 copies of Buzzwole GX, which is super rad because I just love Buzzwole GX. One of my favorite cards. I definitely prefer a Buzzwole GX heavy version of this deck to a non-GX heavy version. I think the GX is just such a strong starter. It's so fun to just get in there and start jet punching things early. Such a great card overall. And then, of course, we've got Lycanroc in here, which is great for Dangerous Rogue and also targeting things on your opponent's bench. And we've got the Alolan Ninetales GX, which is just super good for searching out items on evolution. So that's amazing because we can search out our beast rings, which are, of course, time-intensive cards and, really are only good on your 3rd and 4th prize turns. So let's take a look and kind of unpack this starting hand here. This is interesting. I think we can. We do have Lycia, which is super wild, right? Like I could just go in Ultra Ball for Lycia, Ultra Ball for Lele, get Lycia, get my Beast Energy, and I could just Sledgehammer this Tapu Koko and knock it out. I could also Ultra Ball for. I think I like Ultra Ball for the. I could get the Diancie, right? And then I could Kukui, and then we also knock this thing out. So either way, I have to kind of make a play here. We're going to start off with the Kukui and see what I unpack there. That's cool. That's fine. I'm fine with this. And that way I don't have to put the Lele down, which was my major concern because this appears to be a Shrine deck, so I don't actually want to do that. And then they don't also appear to be playing GXs, so I'm going to get rid of the Lele and the... There we go. And we can get the Diancie. I'm going to get rid of the Lele and the Choice Band since those are cards I don't suspect that I'll be needing. And we'll just go in and Sledgehammer this thing for knockout. So that's a great turn 1 for me. Against a non-GX deck, I'm really excited that I didn't have to start Buzzwole GX because I don't exactly know what my opponent is going to be up to over here. Like, are they... playing a dedicated white Kyurem deck? Are they going to be attaching fire energy to this thing? They got Quagsires. I've seen Quagsires accelerate onto white Kyurem. I've seen a bunch of stuff. Seen, can they use Lycanroc GX, I guess, to accelerate? I don't really know, what the synergy of their deck is over here, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. I have Cynthia here. That's like a fine card for me to use right now. I'll probably just use Cynthia. No point in using Let Loose. No point in using Professor Kukui. No point in attaching an energy to that Buzzwole again. So we'll just go in and shuffle draw 6 and hope to get something a little bit more substantial. That's good. I can get myself a Rockruff. I like that. I could also get a Vulpix, but that's not super exciting. So I think we just get the Rockruff. And then I don't really want to attach to a benched Buzzwole GX or anything, so I think I'm kind of just chilling here, waiting to top deck out of this situation, and we're just going to keep calm and continue to Sledgehammer and hope that we draw more supporters. That is something I noticed about this list that kind of sketches me out, is that we don't actually have a lot of supporter cards in here. There are like 4 Cynthia and maybe 2 Lily, and that's about it. So I don't exactly know how we're supposed to be drawing cards, but, the deck did get 5th place at LAIC, so can't really knock it. We also play, 3 copies of Professor Kukui, which is apparently one of our more substantial draw supporters in the deck. And we got 2 copies of Lele and a Let Loose. So I guess we just kind of thin the deck. Oh, apparently I prized 2 copies of Vulpix. That's fine. No worries, no worries. Okay, I would like the Vulpix here, but not here. Yeah, the Vulpix is MIA. Alrighty then we're going to go in and just get ourselves another copy of Rockruff. That's cool. And then I don't really have too much else going on. I could Guzma. That seems kind of suboptimal. I could Guzma, nope. None of that seems like anything I want to do. I don't have, Professor Kukui or anything like that. Yep, so we're just going to Sledgehammer for 50 more damage. How about that? And then we kind of just chill, and maybe we'll clean that Pheromosa up with a Jet Punch later on. On the bench, something like that. Oh, here we go. They got Arceus, Prism Star, and they can accelerate to all their, Pokemon because they have a Lightning and a Grass Pokemon. So this appears to be probably just a White Kyurem deck and I'm pretty sure my opponent just manually attached to this thing every single turn so far. But it's a White Kyurem deck that plans on using Arceus Prism Star to re-accelerate to their White Kyurem. So very creative there, cool stuff. And they're probably going to whoop me here because we're just, not drawing anything. But that's fine. That's okay. Cool. So we'll promote that Rockruff in hopes that we top deck a supporter. Nope, that's a negative. But we can bring up that Arceus Prism Star. We'll Brooklet Hill again. Oh, geez. Okay. I think we just thin the deck one more time. Yep. And then we probably Jet Punch here to take a prize. I'll bring up the Arceus Prism Star because it's weak. And we'll just start to kind of take care of that thing and knock out the Pheromosa. That's cool. 100 damage is fine. We just got to hope that... How much damage did that thing do? This thing did a ton of damage. What? 160, that is just really aggressive. I'm not like a big fan of that. That's doing way too much. So they also play Looker Whistle in here. They could search for lookers and play them. So they got the Looker engine going on as well. We have got the Nothing engine going on, and that is just what we're doing. Honestly, I don't really know about this list, guys. There are not a lot of supporter cards in here. That sketches me out to the ends of the earth, but I don't know. I don't really think that I'm playing it wrong. I think that it's just a list where you got to run hot. So obviously Alex did prove himself with this list, so I can't really knock it too much, but I would probably personally be playing more supporters. That's just me. Alrighty, let's see. We've got Cynthia, we've got another White Kyurem in the active here, and we're probably just about to get, severely punished here. We've got a Wishful Baton as well on the active. Okay, and another White Kyurem. So they don't have Knockout on me. That's good. What can I do? I have a Switch. Okay. And I've got a third Energy. So I could just... GX this thing. That feels horrible. That does not feel good at all. Can Brooklet Hill again. This is just a nightmare. This is really, really bad. Knuckle Impact. My opponent would just keep the energy. I'd go to 3 prizes. That's fine. We gotta make something happen here. So we're gonna just do it. Yep, that's okay. And we're gonna bench another guy. We'll Brooklet Hill and bench another guy. No. We're going to pass. I should have Brooklet Hilled instead of benching that one, but that's okay. I think here we just Knuckle Impact. Like, I'm definitely going down, but at least I can go to 3 prizes, so I kind of am keeping the trade, I'm keeping the trade okay, so long as my opponent doesn't, one-hit KO too many of my Buzzwoles here. A Vulpix. Oh, a Vulpix. That doesn't really help at all. We also got to hope that my opponent doesn't get, Shrine going or too much, like that. We just, Copycat for 4. I'll take it. That's fine. Hopefully they don't have too explosive. No choice bands. Also, no Shrine. We need no choice bands and no Shrine. Next turn, I'm going to switch into Vulpix and Beacon. That feels horrible. This one they got, if your opponent has, oh no, they're going to discard my Brooklyn. That's fine. I didn't really need that anyway. There's no Vulpixes in my deck. So either way, it looks like we're probably going in with Buzzwole GX. We'll see if we actually get a supporter card. Nope, nope, fantastic. Okay. So, what is the course of action here? I don't think that I actually have time to beacon. I think I need to stay the course here and just jet punch and do 30 damage to that guy on the bench. And we gotta hope that we get like a 2-prize turn there and hope that my opponent doesn't knock out this Buzzwole in one hit. That is kind of where we're at. I can't believe how bad this deck is drawing it. I actually can't believe how bad the deck is drawing. There are no supporters in here. I don't know how Alex Schemanske did it. There are just 4 Cynthia and 2 Lily. How does that get it done? I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna roll this deck again. How in the world? I'm just blowing my mind. I feel like 8 is like a minimum. Like how in the world? Yeah, you got this, dude. Yeah, well played. All right, I'm outie. Let's do this again. Okie dokie dokie. Let's take another look at the list too, because I kind of want to show it off just so it's not just like me sitting here. That's my second game with the list. You guys didn't get to see the first game because I was dead drawing again. So I just cut. I axed it. I was like, no, we're gonna try one more time to see if we can get like a better showing with the deck. But 2 times in a row, and now I'm feeling like, okay, like what's actually going on here? And there just aren't a lot of supporter cards. There just really aren't. Like, and I'm not trying to be any type of way about it. It just, really sketches me out. We've only got 4 Cynthia and 2 Lily. Like, you guys remember Buzzrock lists used to play like 4 copies of Cynthia, and like we played a couple copies of Ven, we played a couple copies of Sycamore, and then, we used to at least play like 8. There was at least 8, right? And Kukui does not count. I do not count this as a draw supporter. Draw 2 cards is not appropriate. That is not going to cut it. So that's just where we're at right now. All right, cool. So we will continue forth, yes, and play another one with this Buzzrock list to see if we can draw a little bit better. But that's just my personal gripe with the deck. Obviously, Alex Schemanske is an incredible player, as is his brother, Christopher. They're both very good players from the area. I see them at local tournaments sometimes, and they're both very good. So I don't mean to any kind of shade or anything like that. I just, I like to keep it real on my personal preferences. It's just the supporter line does sketch me out. But let's take a look here. We got 2 Kukuis. All right, so maybe we can get out of this one with a Kukui here and see how that works out for us. It may be last game you can say, okay, Andrew, last game you should have started out with the turn 1 Lily. You should have just gone for the Lele. Like, I guess I didn't have, I trusted the deck to be able to draw cards that I should not have. I should have gone for an explosive turn 1 Lily, knowing that the deck will not draw any cards for the rest of the game. So let's see what we could do here with this one. This feels kind of horrendous. Yeah. But, it's all good. We're playing against a Zoroark deck. We're going to have to Ultra Bolt some of this stuff away. Probably the Guzma, probably like a multi-switch. Those seem like, kind of the most expendable cards in that hand. I've got, honestly, this all feels bad. I think I Lele for a Lily here, even though I draw 5. That or I shuffle draw 6. Honestly, shuffle draw 6 with this deck just feels like a death wish. Like, that just feels really sketchy because then we are just, I don't know. There's not a lot of supporters in here. All right, let's go. We're going to shuffle draw 6. Sure. And we're just going to see how that goes. I think Lily there feels really bad. I think I'd rather save these cards for something else. So let's just hope we draw into better cards off the Cynthia. Cross our fingers. Nope, we didn't. Of course not. So let's just go and let loose. Oh, yep, sure. All right, we're both going to shuffle draw 4 and then just see what happens. Okay. I can't make this up. You guys are seeing what's happening here. I'm not making absurd plays. This deck is just like not having it right now. Okay. think we attach to the Diancie and then plan on retreating into Vulpix next turn. That's how bad our start is right now. I think that's just like what we have to do. And I'm pretty sure like my only Lele and my only Marshadow are both in play. This is so stressful. I don't know. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. This list is just, I copied it for sure off of Limitless TCG. I know I got it right, but this is wild. I don't know about it. I want more lilies. I want like 4 lilies in here. No questions asked. Just get me to draw cards. Buzzrock, in my opinion, is one of those decks that the only way it loses is when it doesn't draw cards. When it draws cards, it just attacks every single turn. Usually, it just wins games, right? But, the worst enemy is not drawing cards. I'm thinking back all the way to, like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking back to, like, at Nats and, at, like, Worlds, At Worlds, I was playing, like, 9 draw supporters in my deck, and then at, I think Riley was playing 10 draw supporters in his deck, and cutting to 6. I do not count Kukui. That is not appropriate. 6 is just, so let's see here. I think we're just gonna go and we are going to beacon. Yup. Let's just retreat this guy, this fella over here. Sure. And then we're gonna go into Vulpix Town here and we're going to beacon. Sure. I think we just get some Buzzwole action and a Rockruff. Yup. I can't really get an Alolan Ninetales GX. I know my opponent is just going to punish me for that. I could get, I got a Lycanroc in my hand, so I think we just, go for this, hope things kind of buff out, and that's all we can do. My opponent is playing Glaceon with Zoroark. This should be a good matchup. There's just, just should be a good matchup. But if we get knocked out this turn, it's going to be a feel-bad scenario. That Vulpix going down, I got nobody appropriate to promote. And we're just, they ain't got nothing. All right, that's fine. Okay, so we'll go here. You know what? I'm going to attach to my dude as well. And then we're just going to beacon again. My opponent may not attack this thing for, who knows how long. So let's just beacon. I'm not going to bench that Buzzwole yet. And I think we are going to get an Alolan Ninetales at this point. And sure, we'll get a Vulpix as well. And that way, if my opponent knocks out my Vulpix, I can at least go in and Dangerous Rogue, and then we can bench the Vulpix and then eventually do something with that Ninetales GX. Somewhere in the distant future, nowhere near this, kind of dead zone that I'm drawing in right now. This is just abysmal. This is an abysmal experience. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alrighty, right. So, opponent's going to bring that thing up. And apparently oh no, they're just going to probably get a Lele. Oh, Marshadow. They're going to let loose. Okay. So they're hoping to get a DCE off of the let loose. If they get a DCE, this game is like a goner. I now in hindsight feel like I should have put the Buzzwole down, but I don't know. They didn't get it. We're cool. Honestly, we're just going to blow this Glaceon up with Lycanroc. Lycanroc is that good. It doesn't matter. You get 2 energy on it. It does like 200, 250 damage almost all the time. So here we go. Don't need an ability. That's great. Alolan Ninetales isn't going to work with this Glaceon in the active anyway, so who even cares? Whatever. Let's go. Dangerous Rogue. This is what I've been waiting for. I just wanted the Dangerous Rogue. Why don't we play more supporter cards so we can actually Dangerous Rogue? Oh, there's a Lele that doesn't work under Glaceon. This is fantastic. That's just great. Great stuff. Hopefully we get another energy so we can, I don't know, Claw Slash or something like that. Hope you guys are having fun. I'm having a great time. Let's just try to gear up and win this one. I'm done griping. I'm done. We're gonna strap in with our seatbelt here, and we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get her done right here. We're just gonna win with the list as is, drawing no cards. Totally fine. Oh gosh, you guys remember back in the day when Buzzrock had Octillery? Man, that just felt so good. Felt so good to Abyssal Hand. What is this? What's this? What's this? Lysander Labs. Yep. Okay, so no tool cards. Fine. I ain't got any tool cards anyway. We ain't got none of that. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We can, Claw Slash. Seems kind of suboptimal. I guess Beacon's also horrible. Alolan Ninetales, horrible. Everything is horrible. Nothing about this is good. Okay. Let's just go in here. Sure. And we're going to Claw Slash for, 110. 130 because of the Diancie. That's great. So now at least they have to knock this thing out, but they can totally GX it. They could just Polar Spear GX and just smoke me. They can attach a Choice Band and just end the Lycanroc right there. And then that's it. And we don't have any draw supporter cards. Told you, the Cynthia, I told you it wasn't going to buff out. I told you so much. I knew it. I was like, we're going to Cynthia here. It's going to be absolute trash. Oh, and so like what? Is it, would the better play have been to Kukui there with that starting hand? Like, no, it would not have been. That would have been, I think you just Cynthia and I'll like hope I draw one of my other 3 Cynthias in the deck. A Guzma? What is going on? Oh, and switch. That's fine. Okay. And he's gonna Frost Bullet again. So he's just gonna. He didn't have the Choice Band. He's gonna poke around a little bit. That's fine. We got. Hey, I'll take it. Oh, this feels horrible. But what 3, 6, 7? Hey, that's perfect. We'll win. Buzzwole's just that good of a card that it doesn't even matter, guys. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like that's crazy. Oh my goodness. And we still don't have a draw card. Dude. What is this? This is horrible. Horrible. So is this my 3rd game in a row dead drawing? I think so, because I think I dead drew one time off camera. This is my 2nd time here. I think I pretty much dead drew last game too. I don't even remember what we've done. I don't even remember the timeline. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone, like the Buzzrock Twilight Zone. Actually, is this my 1st game with this deck on this, or is this only my 2nd? Honestly, guys, I don't remember. It's early. It's not early. I just got here, though, to work. It's like the morning, and I don't know if my coffee has necessarily kicked in yet. Here goes Guzma. All right. The Diancie! Oh, he definitely needed to take up the Lycanroc. I don't really know. That was just poor planning, and I'm sorry to my opponent for that. I mean, I'm sorry. That definitely needed the Lycanroc had to go, my dude. I know that it would have been super dope to take like a bunch of prizes all at the same time with Frost Bullet, but let's go. We got there. All right. Didn't even need to draw any cards. That's how good Buzzrock is. Okay, I feel like we could do one more game. Let's try to redeem ourselves. I don't remember if this is... Let's see what my win streak is, or my game streak, or win streak 1. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, obviously my win streak's 1 because I lost all the other games that I played with this thing. Let's get in there one more time. All right, let's get in there one more time. Uno mas. Uno mas. Let's go. And then we'll see. We're playing against Psychic, Water, Colorless, Dark, and something else. We lost the coin flip. That's fine. Totally appropriate. We'll go 2nd. Buzzwole doesn't even mind going 2nd, honestly. I mean, you could just get in there and you could Jet Punch. That's what I'm talking about. This is what the deck wants. Buzzwole in the active. We've got Diancie. We've got Licia. We've got the whole squad. Squad up. Let's go. All right. This is what we came here to do, Buzzwole. This is what we came here to do. We've got a turn 1 supporter and a turn 2 supporter. That's perfect. All right. Redemption is sweet. We'll see if we can actually, maybe make the deck work this time the way that it was intended to work. These are some nice Zaruas, by the way. My opponent's got some very, very nice holographic Zaruas. And it looks like we are playing against Greninja GX Zoroark. Very cool deck there. Props to my opponent for, just having a super sweet deck. Like, honestly, definitely impressed. Get in there, Licia. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Beast energy. That's all I want. Get Get out of town. 70 damage. We can Ultra Ball. Gonna Ultra Ball as well. That's right, I got a good deck. Alright, we're gonna get a Rockruff. We're just gonna thin the deck as much as we possibly can because we know that Cynthia is not gonna get us another supporter for at least 10 turns. So we're just gonna Jet Punch. Get in there, Buzzwole. 80 damage turn 1. Tell you what, if there's ever a reason to play Buzzwole, that's it right there. Just turn 1, a collective 110 damage. Insane. That's fantastic. Feels good. You can back the deck up. If the Buzzwole gets knocked out, then you can, you just go in and B-string. And Buzzwole feels like it's just still a very strong archetype. I think it's kind of flying under the radar right now just because it's not quite as exciting, right? It's just not as exciting as it used to be because there are a bunch of new exciting decks like Blacephalon. What's not exciting about that? Told you guys, we're never drawing cards again. That's fine, though. We're fine with this because we don't need to draw cards, right? We can just get our Vulpix out, and that's going to be totally fine. We get to Jet Punch here, and then we're going to do 30 more damage. So, and Kukui is definitely a fine support. There we go. Busted Alolan Ninetales. Yeah, now we can maybe actually get the combo to work, and we'll get to Mysterious Guidance for something. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. But like I said, Buzzwole just isn't quite as exciting as it used to be. So I feel it, I see why people are not as into it, but it is just as strong as ever. And obviously, Alex Schemanske showed that by getting an amazing finish, top 8 international championships. That's nothing to scoff at. Buzzwole is still here packing heat for sure. It's just, it is what it is. So I'm excited to kind of dig into the deck a little bit more. I think now that Buzzwole's kind of established itself, I would like to spend some time as well with the deck and kind of get a list that I felt like was my own. I haven't really had my hands on Buzzwole since Worlds, really. And, we played Buzzwole at Worlds. It went really well. I got myself into a win-and-in situation. So that was great. We lost. But Riley made it in to day 2 with our Buzzwole deck. So that was awesome. And Buzzwole's just been a great deck for me in the past. So going to be diving into this deck a little bit deeper to see what kind of things we can do with Buzzrock heading forward. Might even try my hand at the deck and expand it a little bit, and see how we do there. My opponent, unfortunately, just I was gonna say they don't have anything going. I thought they were attacking there. I was like, what in the world are passing with a Shrine? I did not realize that they were doing their Frogadiers, Gale Shuriken. So opponent got the double Frogadier Zoroark this turn. This is what they've been gearing up for. Like, this is what they've wanted the entire time. All right, so we've got Beast Energy, we've got Kukui, we've got Alolan Ninetales. We could get a Choice Band, which is actually super dope. So I could get that Choice Band off of that. I think we Kukui first. Like, we know we're not playing another supporter this turn. We're going to Kukui. Like, who am I kidding? I could have, I should have Brooklyn Hilled first, guys. But that's cool, we're not really... we ain't really with it. Let's get a Buzzwole GX. Let's get that man right there. Let's get that guy. Yeah. Let's get that one. And then we can put another Vulpix down. That's cool. And then I don't really want to get another Vulpix down, though, because I think I would prefer to... get like 2 Buzzwole GX down on my big turn. We're definitely going to knock this thing out, though, I think. We're, right now we Kukui'd, so we're doing 50, 70, 140, 70. Yeah, if I get Choice Band, that's a knockout. So let's get Choice Band, and also, like, Rescue Stretcher seems fine. And that way I can Ultra Ball for Lycanroc, Rescue Stretcher. Yeah, we got, like, a bunch of stuff going on. I'll use Rescue Stretcher next turn to get the Buzzwole out of the discard pile once this thing inevitably gets knocked out. And that's cool. Yeah, ready to go. That way I can B-string multiple times. And now you can see we don't really need draw supporters, right? Like, we don't need them at all, but we like to have them. It definitely, we like to have them. See, how much damage was I really doing? 30, 60, 80, 160. Yeah, I did need. I was off on my calculations there. I was at 70, but no, we were supposed to be at 80 there. But yeah, we did enough. We needed the choice band to knock that thing out. Pretty sure. Yep, 30, 60. Math is hard. 60, 80. 80 times 2, 160. Yeah, I needed the choice band. So there's a Greninja break. That thing's going to knock out, my duder there in one go. That's not like really what we love to see, but that's fine. Alolan Ninetales has got 200 hit points. Get in there, Alolan Ninetales. Stay strong. So that would be a bummer if my opponent took 4 prizes in one turn. I don't think that they can do that, though, especially since this guy's got no energy on it. And, I think they could get a maximum of 50 damage snipe. I think they could do a maximum of, I guess, if they have a full bench, a choice band on the Zoroark, and they hit Greninja GX and also a Frogadier here, they could theoretically not even knock out my Ninetales because it has a resistance to dark. So it's not happening. It's just not happening. So I think I'm safe. They could, okay, theoretically, yeah, no, there's nothing they could do. I think they could, Aqua Patch, Energy Switch, Choice Band, yeah, no, it's not happening. They can do one, it's just not. Kukui, all right, it could theoretically happen if they had Aqua Patch, Choice Band, Kukui, and both their guys. But we pretty much just got game here, I think. My opponent is on their B-string turn, so yeah, we just do have game. Yep. So we'll go here. We'll Ultra Ball. I didn't actually check to see if there's a Lycanroc in the deck, so that's going to be a major bummer. Yeah, if they were my last 2 prizes, I was going to feel really bad about that, but they aren't. Then I have not GX'd yet, so we could just Guzma, no, because I'm going to Guzma to do it. So we just Guzma that guy up and give him the old dangerous rogue for a game. There we go. All right, cool stuff. So we got the deck to work. We're just going to, just cut it off right there. Cool stuff we got in there with Buzzwole. Shout out to Alex Schemanske for an incredible finish. That's great. Sorry for just griping about the supporter situation that entire video, but it was real. It was real. Y'all saw that. That was pretty serious. Fortunately, Buzzwole and Lycanroc are such incredible cards that you actually don't really even need to draw that many cards in order to win. I just prefer to draw a few more than we were showcasing there in that gameplay. So this is the list again. Y'all can check it out. Let me know, what do you guys think of Alex Schemanske's 5th place Latin American International Championship deck in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Make sure to go check out Full Grip Games, brand new YouTube channel that I am launching as well. Gonna link that in the description below as well. I put a tabletop gameplay between me and Natalie up on that channel, so you can go check that out there. We're also doing some other tabletop content like Keyforge. Eventually going to be doing Magic the Gathering stuff there too, so go check it out. Go sub and like the videos so that we can help get that channel up off the ground. That would be really, really cool. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys are having a great Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully everybody gets to spend time with their families and just has a nice, relaxing time off on vacation and all that. Anyways, peace.